today's gonna be fun. I'll tell you why. But before I tell you why, I'll tell you why I have a mustache, because you're probably wondering, well, there's a good explanation for this. Well, not really a good explanation, but there's an explanation for it, nonetheless. You know, I was shaving. It's like what you do. You shave everything and leave the mustache so you can go for like 30 seconds before you shave it off. Well, I did that and I was like, and then I got a text and I answered it, and then, you know, I just forgot. And I got in the shower, took a shower, got out of the shower, went to brush my teeth, and I'm like, oh dang, that's still there. It was like, again. And it's like, you know what? I think I'll leave this here just to walk in the shop in the morning and see how uncomfortable it makes everybody. So that's what I did. Well, why do I have these two pieces of pipe oriented at the back of here, right where this exhaust is? Because I'm taking it off. We're gonna straight pipe the Newell today. And I'm super pumped about this, because this muffler is huge. Like, look at that thing. You could fit like a small child in there. Basically, I already have those two 90s, and I just gotta go to either Summit or this bus parts store down the street and get a straight piece to put in there. I already sprayed those with WD-40 last night, that's why they're wet. But basically what it does is that muffler just slips onto the downpipe there, and 90's inside the muffler, and then right here. So I didn't get good stuff from Wolf. One, because it takes a while to get it, and I'm sick of not being able to hear this thing. So that'll roughly be like that. I'm gonna paint it black whenever it's done, so it doesn't look like this cruddy aluminized stuff. I just gotta figure out how long the straight piece I'm gonna need has to be from A to B. So that's right about there. And I should be able to find a straight piece with a slip on, so it'll just be 3 clamps, make a hanger, boom, done. Okay. So because this is a slip, I'm not going to measure the gap. I'm going to measure from in here. And I'm also going to measure this equal distance over this, so I don't get a piece that's too short. If anything, I'll get it too long and trim it. And I'm letting my truck run because it's a bazillion degrees out here. I don't want my truck to be nice and cold whenever I hop in it. Yeah, a 2-foot pipe will get it done. It'd be a little tight, so I'm gonna see if I can find one that's like 3 or 4. If they don't have 3, I'll go 4, just because I'd rather have too much than not enough here. I ran over to Summit in Arlington and got some pipe. It's weird, this piece was $60, but I got each of those bends for 25 bucks each from Fleet Pride. But Fleet Pride didn't have any straight ones, so I had to go Summit. Doesn't make much sense, this is a freaking rip-off, but I couldn't find it anywhere else. I'm not gonna get under it, I'm just gonna give it a little more room to reach. See what I just did there? It was spinning. I didn't want to let go of the camera. So what I did is I just turned this to put some more pressure against the bolt and let it go. Ah, it worked. Oh my God, that was easy. That was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. Wow, okay. Well, I ain't even mad about that. Jesus, that was easier than freaking taking the flex pipe off my dad's Suburban in 11th grade. Are you kidding me? This was meant to be. This is just too easy. Let's drag this thing out of here so you can see how big it is. Dang, that is a hoss. We could start it the way it is.
We should totally start it the way it is.
All right, you take the camera,
right.
I'll go in and fire it up. Do some commentary.
I'm not gonna put my face down here by it like I used to. Last time I did this, I was freshman year in college. Stuck my head down here, covered in soot. It was actually hot as hell. Don't try it at home. It's a good old Detroit diesel.
Well, now that we've had all kinds of fun with that, I'm gonna get to actually making the replacement exhaust now. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of fabricating here. Take this 90 and cut a section out of here to bring it up because it sinks too low to the ground. It's gonna hit on everything. So they got it all trimmed up for me. I just tacked it real crudely like, and I'm gonna go out there, validate fitment, make sure it's up high enough. Let's get this up in here and see how it goes. It's still higher than I'd like it to be. I don't really know if that's I guess that's probably about where it was as far as the bottom of the muffler goes. I'll leave that pipe hooked up for the camera back here and fire it up just so we can compare the sound to when it comes straight out of like a tube versus having the extra 90, because I think the semi trucks, they get that like clap real bad like that because it's a long straight tube and it kind of gets weird acoustics. So I'll leave this right here and go fire it up. This kind of mocked up and laid out. What I'm going to do is I've just kind of eyed up how much I need to cut off of that tube because it's easier for me to figure that out here than it is in there. And this will get me close enough that I can do it because there's some adjustment in there and in there. You like that? Anyway, I'm gonna cut a little longer than I think I need, and if it bottoms out and it doesn't line up with that hole, then I can, you know, take slices out of it. I'd rather do that and have it be a tight fit in there as opposed to having to pull it back out and then risk leaking. I mean, it wouldn't leak if I welded it anyway, but I'm trying not to weld it to make this as easily removable as I can. Got to get under there, mock it up, and then it works out pretty well because this won't reach the exit here. But now I got this piece that I can add to that and then trim it accordingly. So let's get under there and check this out. Oh yeah, we got like probably 3-4 inches this could take off of there. All right. Well, guys, I may have to finish this later because obviously I can't pull this thing inside to work on it. I don't want to start by lightning either, but it was still a little bit crooked. So what I did was I just like wedged this under it and then shut the bus off. And as my air leaked out of the bags because it freaking leaks, it just bent it until it's about in the right spot. And just for temporary purposes, I bolted those down just to hold it, and then I can orient my clamps and make legitimate bracket hangers to do all this, in addition to figure out how long the piece will need to be to put on here to get it the right amount of poke out the bumper. So we're getting somewhere now. We're real close, but I don't think this is a good it's a good spot to be laying, really. this thing already got struck by lightning once. When the last guy had it, it got struck or something when it was parked, like everything was off. It like fried the generator for some reason. So it had to get a new generator, which is why this generator had 530 hours on it when I got it. The original one had like 9,000 or something. So I ain't worried about letting this thing run all the time, for now anyway. But if I get struck by lightning, I can't replace myself. So I'm gonna measure that out real quick just to get that mocked up and get my tools out of the rain so my box doesn't get rusty. And now I gotta make a new overflow tank or put something else in there because this one like cracked or something. I don't know. I kind of want to paint this rear cover silver too. I think it would look good shining through the grill there. Needs a good cleaning. This guy here sounds pretty violent, to say the least. Let me get my crap out of here, hold on. On the bright side, we're gonna find out if my roof siliconing job worked or not. I'll pick up some bagels from next door. It always smells really good here for that. But we'll have to save the driving for tomorrow, because I can't finish this right now. But I will fire it up, because this is more or less how it's going to be when it's done. We'll get another couple sound clips out of it just for fun, and then I'm going to mix my pre-workout and go to the gym. I got to post this video today because I had it on my power list, but I had to post a video today to go up tomorrow. I'm like a day ahead. But tomorrow I will film the video that will get posted the next day. So that's my plan. That for today. It really stinks that we couldn't go take this thing for a rip, but I ain't about to get struck by lightning as much as I might like to sometimes. We will definitely take it out and do some Jake break-in and all that kind of stuff tomorrow. That's what I'm really talking about. I think I might leave the mustache for Street Car Takeover Denver. Just because why not? Something interesting to note is, like, if you pay attention to me, you know, I listen to Andy Frisella's podcast among many others. Something he talks about is the action comes before the belief. Well, my point with this is, I was like getting at this taco place yesterday, and the guy was like, he's like, oh dude, you got it going on. I'm like, what? He's like, the hair, you got a freaking mustache too, like you got some serious self-confidence, brother. And I'm like, I guess I do. I don't know. But because when I first walked outside with a freaking mustache, I was like, I kind of feel like an idiot. But other people perceive that as that dude has balls. And now that I know this, what did it do? It made me feel that way. So I took the action. Now the belief has been established, and that works the same for anything else. You have to do it before you believe in yourself. Like, how are you supposed to have any self-confidence if you don't do things to establish it first? It's just a little tidbit thought process. Plus, some of you guys might think it's interesting. I plan on getting into some more of that, you know, the head game stuff. I think it's really interesting. And I talk about it on my Instagram stories a lot back in the day, and people really resonated with it, so I'd like to kind of move that over here too. There it is, the old Newell just over there rattling. But make sure you hit that subscribe button and come back tomorrow to see this thing freaking clap your cheeks down the hill on a Jake brake, because that's gonna be fun. We'll see you over there.